Hi guys, this is Jane Johnson from the Ecclesia Framework and the Heavenly Realm Support Group on Facebook. I've got an exciting few words of revelation for you from heaven, and I wanted to relay some of what God has been showing me. Multiple things have been happening in the last few weeks. Intense, profound court cases I've been doing for the Ecclesia before the Council of 70, and seeing some really big change in the heavenlies, some shaking and some revelation around the new Ecclesia. We've had many shocks, many things that we've had to battle, letting go of old doctrine that has held us back, that's been misleading, and now I've got a new one. And some of us have seen the blueprint of benches of 3 arising, benches of 7, benches of 12, and forming cities of refuge down the track, with these benches operating over domain scrolls. We've seen apostolic resource centre start arising, where people can get resources instead of just being in a local church. They can look to these apostolic resource centres. We've seen the need for the apostolic resource centres to work together in unity, to look to each other, to learn from each other. We've each only got a small part, and we need to keep looking around and not just stick to one resource centre or one teacher. That's where heresy came before, that people would just follow one person, and that person only had a portion of the picture, or may have got certain things too exaggerated. So the body working as one united ecclesia across the world, looking to each other, can really help us decrease the chances of heresy and of finding that really God blueprint. So the revelation I've had is around the benches of 3 forming through scrolls in various domains of society. Might be a health one, people might group together, might be people who care about education, people who care about the business community, come together in scrolls and start legislating. But I don't see that in the Ecclesia. I don't see benches of 3 and benches of 7 with mountains in the Ecclesia, where people are doing ministries inside a church, asking people to come to the church to join that ministry, to help the homeless or something like that. We are the Ecclesia. There is no such thing as a building, and God is, if you look in Revelation 21, there's no actual temple. It says there, God is the temple, and we are, and God is within us, and so we are the Ecclesia. So wherever we are, in the workplace, in talking to our neighbours, in gathering in 2s and 3s, going into heaven, legislating, we are the Ecclesia. There it's happening. It's not just when we come together as a large group, singing songs, listening to a sermon, and that was never the model in the New Testament. Large groups coming together weekly under leaders who then decided what the mandates were for those people. So I would just like to leave you with a challenge to go into heaven, to think about what the Ecclesia is, and not to think about it, to actually go in and seek what heaven reveals about the Ecclesia, and to look at Revelations 21 and see that's where the New Jerusalem is depicted in quite a lot of detail. See if you can go to the New Jerusalem in heaven, and what do you see? Do you see any church buildings, people going every Sunday, once a week to a church building? Or how do you see the body functioning? I've seen it very organically, moving around, people moving here and there, helping, gauging across the world, gauging in mentoring, lots of different activities. Actually, what we do in the workplace, such as charitable work, they can do way more of significance by doing that professionally than any church can running a little church ministry to reach out to people. So it's turning the whole doctrine inside out and looking at it outside the box. And we might see, I encourage you to read Viola's works. He has an intense biblical outline for an organic ecclesia laid out in his books called Finding Organic Church, Reimagining the Church, Pagan Christianity. See the roots of where a lot of our Christianity has come from, and you will see some of the scriptures that relate to this. So I'll leave you now. I hope that's been a challenge, and I'll try and do more of these regularly with some exciting things that I'm seeing in heaven. Thank you.